You know, when I was a little kid, I used to come here with my father many years ago, and it was, I always say, the good times at that point. And I remember basically going out in the parking lot. They used to do burnouts quite a bit. So during that time frame, you know, I remember Mike Yeager in particular driving up in a Sony Challenge car that had, it's a black car with these flames all over it. So it just looked fast, standing still. And when you're a little kid, of course, you're thinking, oh, this is the coolest car ever. And then you hear it. And the Corvette Challenge cars have this beautiful sound. And I remember just standing right next to it. He comes up with this car, and I'm thinking, there's no way he's going to do a burnout. Well, sure enough, he lights up the tires. And I'm just sitting there watching it, thinking to myself, this is the coolest thing in the world. I mean, to be at this place right now, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So I remember that. It's like it was yesterday. But obviously that was way back, probably about 1990, 91 time frame. But it was just cool. It was back in the day when people would just drag their cars up there and literally smoke the tires. Police would stand there and watch it. And it was like, it was just normal Bloomington Gold. So that was probably one of my most fond memories, without a doubt. During Bloomington Gold this year, I always enjoy the Great Hall, mainly due to the fact you've got the very best of the best within the hobby, and it's just great to see them all in one place in a beautiful display area with air conditioning, I might add. It's a great display, and it's always great to see the owners come together as well and just share their stories about it, and perhaps some of the times there's even some drivers that drove the cars, so you get some great war stories of the particular cars that are sitting there. So definitely that's my highlight, without a doubt. My father was Chip Miller, very well known in the Corvette hobby, and you know, he would always get gold. You know, every time he took a car, it would always be gold certified. Well, this particular time that I was with him, we drove through to get the plaque or whatever it was that he got at the time, and he gave him a silver, and I just started laughing hysterically. And it was mainly due to the fact with challenge cars, you have two different motors. One is the race motor, second is the stock motor that came with it. Well, Bloomington felt it necessary that it has the stock motor, although it left the last race with the race motor. My dad wanted to keep the race motor in it, which I would too. But nevertheless, rules are rules. So he went through, kept the motor, got silver because it was the wrong motor in the car, even though still to this day I would fight like no tomorrow to say that that's the right motor to have in it. But nevertheless, it is what it is. So when he got silver, I actually dubbed him the name Silver. So I'd call him Silver all the time, and it just stuck. So it was always a great memory of, again, Bloomington Gold, and driving through to get your trophy, and sure enough, he got silver instead of gold. So I love that story, and it's just, it was a good time. You know, the Corvette hobby right now it's at an interesting place. You know, you've got the core guys that know, you know, the older cars, the C1, C2, C3, so forth, and guys that have been in it forever. And now you're starting to see more of a higher end collector jump in. And I think we all see it on the various auctions and what have you. You know, a lot of very high dollar cars are going through, you know. For instance, the $3.5 million L88s, you know, you see these things going through. It's certainly bringing in a different clientele, but at the same time, for me, I know the owners that have bought these cars, and they're just people, you know, they're great people, and they come out, they're just like any of us. So it's nice to see there's new people coming in, without a doubt, you know, buying the collector cars, but at the same time, with the new cars that are coming out, these cars are absolutely amazing. I mean, it'll literally do anything you want. And I mean, as far as driving a vehicle, and you know, you want to press it real hard, drive around a racetrack, you can do just that. The car will do anything you want it to do. And it's so capable, and it's literally, I've had people tell me they're scared to buy their new Z06, mainly due to the fact that 650 horsepower sounds like a lot of power, but at the same time, they're so passionate, they want to continue to live on that dream, that American dream. And certainly that's Corvette all the way. And with the new Z06, I commend them, I really do. It's one hell of a car. And seriously, go out, try and find another car, bang for the buck, for similar price range. You won't find it anywhere. There's no way. So I'm really proud of what they've done, and I believe with the new design, it looks more, it almost has some Italian flair to it, European flair all around, to me, that's going to bring a younger generation in, and you're starting to see it now. And in fact, some of the GM engineers out there are becoming younger, more aggressive. They're looking to do just that. And quite frankly, I'd love to see it happen. I want to see a younger generation get involved because of the fact you see, you know, at many of our shows, you know, there are definitely an aging group. And a lot of people talk about it, but you know what? GM's stepping up to the plate. They're making it happen, and I'm glad to see it. You should have just heard what I said. I was talking about you. Oh no.
That's going in.